The final figure in the Multiverse of Madness Build-A-Figure Rintrah wave is a comic book villain who has fought against Doctor Strange but a bunch of other heroes. Did you know he's in the MCU? A version of him appears in Cloak and Dagger Season 2. And a bunch of you are now going, oh wow, I didn't realise that. And even more of you are going, wait, what's a Cloak and Dagger? That's an MCU thing? Oh, Hulu and all the other spin-off shows for the MCU stuck on channels in the States never change. Hopefully one day we'll have all of Cloak and Dagger and all of Runaways on Disney+. I think we do in the UK. In the US, you'll have to let me know. But in the meantime, hi, welcome to another low-key toy review. It is me, I'm here behind the camera. I'm just trying to film a bunch of them to get them out as soon as possible, including this one of Despair. Despair. This is a villain who, commonly will fight Doctor Strange, and the reason why I'm quite happy this exists as a figure is because we've recently got a Dormammu, like a classic Dormammu in the villain-centric Build-A-Figure Zenmu wave, which I would love to get. I just can't afford it right now, to be honest. If anyone wants to buy that whole wave and send it to me, I'll be very grateful. But that's a classic Dormammu in that wave. We've also recently got... Who else did we get? I'm sure there's someone else, and I'm having a blank moment. Point is, we're getting a lot more comic book... Oh, that was it! The exclusive Doctor Strange comic book style with all of his different weaponry and whatnot, his different heads. So they're starting to release more comic book Doctor Strange figures, and having Despair added to your rogues gallery is not a bad shout. Cool illustration on the side there, which you can see a bigger version of on the back, along with a caption that reads, "The embodiment," if it'll focus, "the embodiment of the ultimate evil. Despair uses the fear of others to strengthen himself, so much so that he's been able to take on the Avengers, he's been able to take on X-Men, he's a heavy hitter as Despair. He's also the last figure we needed in the Build-A-Figure wave to complete Rintrah, which we'll look at in a future video while we assess the entire wave itself. But until then, we better open him up, because here's the thing with Despair, right? He feeds off of your fear after he's messed around with you psychically. So I'm afraid to leave him in here too long. We're going to open him and take a look. Well, I did not expect this when looking at him in box. Despair is using the Spider-Man body. He's using the sort of the somewhat retooled Bucky cap thing that they've got going on lately. That they did for the Spider-Man retro figures. He's got the shoulder crunch. What? He's a very poseable boy, and I'm wondering whether or not they've done this on purpose, because as you can see, his gloves, like his design on his gloves, is painted on. He's a very blank body, aside from personal details of the head sculpt and the accessory, which we'll look at in a second. I think they've done this on purpose, because this means if you're a custom figure builder, if you like customizing figures and you want to make a Spider-Man or an agile character without paying out the arse to get hold of a retro Spider-Man figure for anything less than what people are selling it for, you could buy Despair. Just buy Despair and use him. Obviously swap it for the head of whatever you're using. Wow, I think they've done this on purpose. That's insane. So, because he's got the recent retro Spidey body, articulation is back and forward at the ankle with a pivot. He has the swivel in the calf for a boot. Double knee joints. He's got the revolve at the top of the thigh and a decent amount of movement in the crotch. Hey! Despair also comes with a swivel at the waist, which the Spideys do not have. The retro Spideys not have the swivel at the waist. The Spider-Man that came out not long before that do, though. He's got the rib crunch. He's got the shoulder crunch there. The top of the arm can go outwards and around. He's got gains, bruh. He's got a double elbow joint and swivel at the wrist, as well as a peg jointed head, which is handy because Despair, see, look at that, that's a custom body right there. Despair also comes with his cape. which has got beautiful texture detailing on the inside. All these nasty little, like, moth-eaten looking holes. It kind of looks like liquid and ragged clothing at the same time. That pure white there, the big Doctor Strange-esque collar. So you'll want to pop the head off to stick his cape right on. Doesn't have a peg in it, even though he has a peg hole at the back. But that's the best way to get the cape on him without stretching it. And then, oh, come on. Come on, lad. There we go. So he's got his big old cape. He also comes with a pair of sinister clawing villainous hands, which you're more likely to display him with, I imagine. They're very nice. Look at the scratches on the back of the gloves, the folds and the material. Oh, are they also on the fists? They're not. Ah, well, that's a shame. And he comes with the right leg of Rintrah. Little tip, if you've been collecting them like I have and you have them out of the box and maybe the packaging isn't nearby and you've forgotten which leg is which, the one that comes with Despair and the one that comes with Sleepwalker, look at the very top. The right leg comes with a little marking there that says R, whereas the left leg one comes with a marking that says L. Simples. So there we go. I like this. The simplicity is creepy. And also presents so many options should you want to buy him for other reasons. His head sculpt is very cool. The sunken red in the eyes. They're looking to one side, it seems, so it's like he's glancing sideways. Oh no, it's a McFarlane DC toy. He's glancing sideways. You've got the little drippy mouth. Again, it looks like liquid. Looks like there's a mouth under his mouth screaming. You could probably, do you know what? If you wanted to like take the head and help customize a new Ghost Rider head of some kind and the body for something else, you've got plenty of options here. You could do some kind of demonic Doctor Strange with the cape. But I'm going to keep him as he is, because he looks incredible. Despair. Surprise hit. 2 for 2 on Despair and Sleepwalker for me. What about you? Do you like him? Do you think he looks pretty cool? Let me know down in the comments below. And of course, if you want to support the channel, you can do so by giving it a thumbs up on this here video, subscribing if you haven't already. If you want to support future toy reviews by funding them, my PayPal and Amazon wish lists are in the description. Feel free to jump in there, buy something or pay for something, and leave a note. Let me know what it is you want to buy or what it is you bought, so I can give you a shout out in the video. But of course, no obligation to do that. You don't have to do that at all. You can stick around and watch any future toy reviews, like the upcoming review of Rintrah completed, and a retrospective of the whole Multiverse of Madness wave. I'll see you again soon.